Be prepared for highly offensive language throughout and adult and sexual themes. What a show we had tonight. Things kicked off between Roxanne and Ryan when their play fighting turned a little bit sour. Now, he got a formal warning and she ended up sleeping in the spare room. A little bit of drama, I think, to say the least. In other news, Dan discovered a part of his body he never knew he had.
I think I've got a vagina.
Lovely. But it seems like Nick already knew he had it.
Come on, Dan, you pussy!
Pussy! I just shouted out pussy, didn't I? What is my life? Coming up tonight as the housemates await their fate of the People's nomination, I'm going to be chatting to their biggest supporters when I twiddle with my knob in my DJ booth and open up the phone lines for a late-night chinwag. So turn on your wireless and tune in to the silky smooth sounds of...
Radio Ryland.
Yeah, that's right. He's on the radio now. Got the face for it. And she is back. There is a new sister in town, and you might know her as the bad girl of reality TV, but Natalie Nunn's had an awakening. That's right. She has only got heavenly things to say now about her former celeb housemates. But before any of that, it's time to meet tonight's panel. First up, a former housemate who's known for being a proper moisturiser, and I ain't talking about skin products. Oi, oi, Stapler! She is a leading voice in the LGBT community and self-proclaimed cancer estate royalty. It's journalist Paris Lees! Next up, a stand-up star who's celebrating his actual birthday today. And what better gift can there be apart from appearing on the Bots panel? He's always raising that bar. It's James Barr! And finally, she is back again. It's our very own Bots glamour girl. She's mean, she's mean, she's Nicola McLean! That will never get old. It will never get old. Right, let's get straight down to business and talk about tonight's show. We need to start with the incident between Roxanne and Ryan. Here is a little reminder.
Yeah, I have a tattoo somewhere, me, no problem.
And Ryan,
I've got a clean towel. I've got a little towel.
Ow! Woman beater.
Go on, what?
Bloody hurt.
Did it, sorry?
I was going to ask if you want your washing on, but I might shrink him instead. I might shrink the... Oh, he's been beaten up by Corrie's Jason Grimshaw. How? Big brother, that hurt.
Can't believe you're letting somebody stay that's done that. It's not okay.
Ryan, Big Brother is issuing you with a formal warning in regards to physical contact in the house. If there is any repetition of this behaviour, Big Brother may have no choice but to remove you from the house. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, it seemed from the outside looking in, and Ryan's side, it was just a little bit of innocent play fighting, but Roxanne obviously saw it very differently. Nicola, I want to come to you. What are you... I can see you shaking your head. What are you making of the whole situation?
Well, she didn't see it wrong. She's seen it as a storyline, and that's what I'm disgusted by. Disgusted. I'm absolutely furious because, you know what, in the light of Me Too and the fact that every woman is campaigning for domestic violence and men, it's not just women, how dare she go and do that? How dare she? This guy has been nothing but brilliant for the whole show, and she's doing this for a storyline, and I don't give a shit what anyone says. I know Roxanne, I've worked for her, I liked her before this. Fuck off, it's disgusting.
That's what Nicola thinks. Paris, let me come to you. I know you know Roxanne as well, and you've worked with Roxanne in the past. I mean, it's going to be awkward. I've worked with Roxanne in the past, very recently. I mean, she's on the new series of Celebrity Ghost Hunt, coming soon to 5 Star. But, Paris, what are you making of Roxanne's reaction?
Violent, why do you keep doing this? Last time I came on the show, I felt like I had to defend India Willoughby, even though she's been a dick. And now I feel like I've got to defend... Like, Roxy's a mate. I love her to bits.
I know.
She's a very theatrical person. I came on tonight to defend her because I can understand she's been annoying people. People say, oh, she's false and all that. That is not... That's who she is. She is authentically superficial, you know, and there's a sincerity to that. I was surprised that she took it in that way, but I just feel really uncomfortable in kind of dismissing her because
no, and I completely agree with you there.
Someone and actually someone can hurt you more than they realise. You know, she's a tiny little thing. You know, she'd fit in a shoebox, and maybe he caught her in the ribs and. It's not how
do you know what? No. In all fairness, Paris, I totally get what you're saying because ultimately, at the end of the day, a housemate has gone to the diary room, they've made a complaint. That complaint has been taken seriously by Big Brother, and I think everyone's seen that. Ryan did receive a formal warning with regards to physical contact. But, Paris, I do understand what you're saying, and it is really, really difficult, and I hate to put you in that situation. I really, really do.
And you can see that his intention, you know...
Exactly.
And it's also, there's the intention behind it, and there's also the effect that it's had on the other person. And maybe she's feeling a bit run down, it's a bit heightened, I don't know.
It could be...
God, please, this is ridiculous. I love you, but it's ridiculous. So if someone now, if I was having a little disagreement, like not a disagreement, we were having a bit of banter. And you touch me and it was sore, I'd go, babe, that hurt. That hurt. Don't do that again. And you'd go, oh my God, Nick, I never meant that. And I'd go, no problem, babe, don't do it again.
Okay.
I am sorry, that was a whole drama. And I've been in Big Brother more than anybody else. And to go and sleep in another room, ludicrous.
Yeah, but what I was saying...
Let's say what Paris has got to say.
I don't think I would have reacted in the same way that she's reacted, but I don't necessarily agree that she's just doing it for attention.
She is.
I think for whatever reason that she genuinely feels that way about that situation.
100%
we might think it's ridiculous, but I think that's how she feels.
But I don't think we do have to take that into consideration as well. That's obviously your opinion, Nicola. That is your opinion as well. And I know you've got a lot of opinions in here as well. But let's talk about Ryan. I mean, I don't know the full ins and outs of whether he knows where the complaints come from or anything like that.
Listen,
but how do you think he's going to be feeling getting the formal warning?
I'll tell you how he'd be feeling, right? Basically, every single person that goes into that house that has a career in the first place, that goes into that house, that looks at the cameras and knows that you're on a 24/7, right, you are like, oh my God, please don't come across as a twat. Even though most of us are twats, but don't come across as a twat, right?
You was. You was.
Yeah, you weren't saying that earlier. Right? But no, what I'm saying is that obviously he didn't intend, I don't think he intended, look, my bird's from up north, right? She's from Tilsley. I don't play fight with her because she'd kick fuck out of me, right? But what I'm saying is, from what I took from that, she is odd. What I took from that is that he was, maybe, like you said, it was a bit much and she got upset about it, but he didn't intend to. So I'll tell you how he'd be feeling about that afterwards. He would be running through anxiety and insecurity, thinking to himself, oh my God, I'm going to come out to this and the public are going to think I'm a woman beater, which to me, I struggled in there. You saw me crying there a lot. To me, I think to myself, oh, like, I would hate to be in this position right now. But I don't know, I
think
you know
you'll
what I
be
mean?
sitting there thinking, I knew exactly what Roxanne was like before she went in. I know exactly what she's like now. And do you know what? I've done nothing wrong, and he hasn't. Fact.
James, let me get your opinion in on here. Happy birthday to James, by the way. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
You must be terrified, Tim.
I know, James, it is his first Spots experience, and we put him next to the McLean.
Right now, I have no idea what my birthday present is going to be.
James, what are you making of the whole situation?
Wants a taxi.
Not on the table, he's fine. He's absolutely
This
fine.
is so hard to talk about because I don't feel like we should be... If she has those feelings, like...
Then fair enough.
Then fair enough. But I think that the telltale sign is what everyone else is saying about her in the house, which is that she's being she's mugging him off. And also, I feel like when she went into the bedroom and she said, oh, I've been beaten up by Jason Grimshaw, that says a lot about what she's trying to do.
Yeah,
she's
but also, can I just say
talking
something?
about the character, she's trying to get a headline. That worries me, and that could illegitimize a lot of people's experiences with this.
Can I just say something? But am I right in thinking that she wanted to stay in another room because she didn't feel comfortable inside?
That's what
so
she said.
wait, so is she saying that she wanted to move room in case that he got up in the middle of the night and decided to beat her up again?
Well, look. Ultimately, what we need to remember.
I'm not taking the mick out of it.
That is what she said.
I'm just trying to find out.
I don't think she's consciously sitting there thinking, oh, how can I make this all about me?
She is.
Well,
She is.
Let's hear Paris out. Let's hear Paris out.
I think that maybe she just sometimes, you know, you back yourself into a corner. Maybe well, actually, no, he did hurt me. No one's taking it seriously, so she's doubling down.
This is the problem, is that Roxanne isn't standing here. I can't sit here and say to Roxanne, tell me how you're feeling. Tell me why you did this. Tell me why you said that. Tell me why you didn't feel comfortable.
But first of all, she was worried about the nominations. Yeah. So before going into the room, sorry to interrupt you, and I never do because you know you're God to me.
True.
But before she went into the room, Big Brother gave her the option to go into the room because she wasn't feeling safe. Bless her heart. But her first feeling was, but then, if I'm not within the group, they might nominate me. Yeah. Oh, my God, I'm telling you now, if I thought a man was going to beat me up, I wouldn't give a shit about being nominated.
OK, well, look, at the end of the day, and obviously, I hate putting you in this situation again. It seems like every time you're on, you're like, defence.
Can we talk about India Willoughby?
Yeah, let's bring up India, just for the lulz. Listen, at the end of the day, Big Brother does take every housemate's feelings into consideration. Ryan's been issued with a formal warning, and Roxanne is feeling a bit more comfortable today. But for now, please give it up for the panel. Thank you so much for that. That is your lot for now. What a part. But still to come, we've got all the latest news from the house, including a massive boner. We're getting back to business, guys. This is what we all come on for. Plus, we're going to be feasting our eye on Nicola McLean's all-seeing eye as she eyes up the housemates in the camera runs. What an eye-opener that's going to be. I'll see you after the break. Sorry, I think we've been caught in a loop there. Every day's a bit like Grand Old Day on Botched, do you know what I mean? Well, listen, in just a moment, it's all eyes on Nicola McLean as we find out what she eyed up in the camera runs with that one good eye. Go on, girl, she's got the eye out. But now it's time for tomorrow's headlines in today's Bots News. Yeah. Top stories tonight. Gabby's getting gobby. Hardeep is analysing, and Ben has bone to pick with Roxanne, apparently. First up at 10:38 this morning, Gabby was playing Cupid in the bathroom, Run VT.
What?
Say it, what?
I know. No, that's not nothing bad.
No, but
I just don't know. I think Ben, well, last night he said that he does have, like, crushes and stuff. So,
on who?
On
people.
Yeah, everyone
people
in life. Yeah. So, like, I think that's where people are getting things confused because it's just the way he is with
that's
everyone.
His personality.
Yeah.
It's like that with Kirsty. It's like that with you. It's like that with me. But you can't hinder someone's platonic friendship like that. That's cruel. We're all gonna sit on opposite ends of the room.
Yes, the course of true love never did run smoothly, especially in the Big Brother house. A big hello to Steph and Jeremy. Then at 10:52, Gabby wasn't the only one who was on Cupid Watch Run VT.
Roxy was sitting on the bottom of Ben's bed and he was running his foot up and down the small of her back. And all I was thinking was, well, I believe they are friends. I think he has more feelings for her than that. I don't really know. I can see why some people would see that she's encouraging his behaviour. I can also see why a tactile and emotionally open person would have a friendship with a man like that. I believe it's a friendship. I don't believe anything else has gone on. But I felt that was a bit overstepped the mark of sort of intimacy and tactility.
Yeah, we're just getting word our sexpert Annabelle Knight is probably shaking in her knee-high boots as it looks like we've got a new love doctor on our hands. And finally at 1:41 this afternoon, Roxanne finally Put Ben in the friend zone, run VT.
Come here. Everyone's implying there's something inappropriate here, and I'm like, Ben looks at me like a little sister. It's Gabby you fancy, but yet I'm the one getting the bloody
You don't know me then. You're everything. That's being honest. Right?
That's what I love, because I am.
Right.
Get out now. I need a wee.
All right, well, this is your water.
Yes, it is. Don't say that. Ciao.
Are we good? Wait, don't start weeing yet.
Yeah,
Jesus
I mean-
fucking Christ, I'm not even out of the room.
I need to get rid of this. Just go. Oh, I'm fucking done on eating a minute. You want to be careful.
Hello, girl.
All right.
How are you?
What's this then? Butler's in the buff.
Well, it seems that Roxanne finally threw Ben a bone. Now, I'm joined by our competition winner on his very special birthday, James. James, how are you feeling about being here?
Oh, my God,
Thank
just
you,
so-
James. That's enough from you. Don't milk your part. That was today's Celebrity Bots News. Thanks. Come here, you. Come here, you. Big fan. I try. Now, here on Bots, we really can make dreams come true. She thought it would never happen, but after over 617 appearances on this show, we've decided to finally let Nicola and her left eye loose in the camera runs. But what did she eye up when she was in there? It's time to find out in a feature we like to call...
Me, my all-seeing eye are so excited to finally go into the camera runs. I'm literally so excited. This is the first time I've ever been in the camera runs. There's Hardeep, I'm starstruck. God, look, he's so close, I feel like we're in a zoo. He's so hairy. I need to wax him. Oh my God, my all-seeing eye. I can see Dan, the Man Mountain, and Jermaine. They do look good, I can't lie. And we've got Sally Morgan in the jacuzzi and Kirsty Alley. Oh my God. So they're making the beds. You have to do it once a week. It's so boring. Who makes their beds at home once a week? I don't. I'm so jealous watching them in there. I mean, I'd happily go in and help them make the beds if you'll let me. I'll even have a night in the hot tub. That never ends well, but it'll be good fun. I do enjoy a pink cock. Oh my God, my all-seeing eye is just Roxy and Ben. They're Roxy. She's got smouldering eyes anyway, hasn't she? So I don't know whether she's flirting or not, because she always looks sexy. But she isn't trying not to be sexy. I mean, look at her. Take it off. Ben's just said, fold your engagement ring over. She might as well take it off. Jermaine does. Me and my all-seeing eye is so excited. I've seen so much today. I've seen Ben and Roxy flirting in front of me. I've seen Jermaine Pennant playing ball. I've seen the Man Mountain that is Dan there, right in front of me. I've seen Kirsty Alley. I'm so excited. As you probably can tell, I could have watched them all day and I could talk about it all day. But I've got to go back to you, Violen.
What a time to be alive, Nick. What was it like actually going in there? I know you've wanted to do this forever.
Do you know what? How much does this one eye see? I'm so excited!
All you saw was Dan. That's all you saw.
Shut up. I thought we were going to have a nice time after this show, but if you hot me up with my husband, we won't. No, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Dan is fucking fit, let's be honest. Like, I just loved it. I had such a good time going behind the cameras. It was just amazing. Jermaine and Dan playing ball. Kirsty Alley.
I'm Kirsty Alley. I know.
I mean, hold on a minute. It's Kirsty Alley. Why
I know.
are they not dead?
I know. saw Kirstie Alley. We did see Ben and Roxanne there. You said there was a little bit of flirting going on. What
Okay,
did you
so
see
hold
up
on.
close with your eye?
Right, so with this one eye that we know is good, OK, so I know you're going to tell me off, look, watch him. So when we spoke about what Ryan did, it's funny, isn't it? She didn't like Ryan doing a little jab, but she was happy to go and play proper boxing with Ben. I didn't know that what had happened when I was watching it live today, but she was so happy to be boxing with Ben. I mean, I'm telling you now, if I could do those smouldering eyes with the one eye, I would have done a lot better at glamour modelling than I did.
Smouldering eye. Smouldering eye.
One eye.
Just smouldering eye.
Is it
Not
good?
eye.
Is it
I'm up
good?
for it. Give up a Nicola McLean, everyone. Join in the camera run. There's always somebody to do it. Still to come, I'm going to be opening up the airwaves to some of our celebrities, hangers-on, / most ardent supporters when we tune into Borehamwood's finest new radio show.
Radio Royal.
I'm on the radio! Yeah! Radio. Plus, we're going to be kicking the habit with Natalie Nunn. She has actually taken the bot's vow of honesty and is now seeing her former roomies in a new light. Praise be. Can I get an amen? Thank you for the amen. That's what we're looking for. But it's you, the viewers, who have got all the power to take part in the People's nomination this week. Who goes? They decide! They decide! Have a look at all the details. This week, you have the power to take part in the People's nomination. Head to the Big Brother website or download the Big Brother app from the App Store or Play Store to vote for your favourite housemate. The 2 housemates with the fewest votes will be announced on Friday's eviction show, when their fellow housemates will choose who to evict live. Who goes? They decide. For full terms and conditions, go to the Big Brother website. The show that provides more fake laughs than an evening out with Kirstie Alley. Shut up now! The gag's over.
Stop it.
Very shortly, I'm going to be taking over. That actually really made me laugh, I'm not going to lie. Taking over the airwaves, twiddling with my knob and taking some late-night calls from our housemates nearest and dearest as we tune into...
Radio Royal.
Yeah, I'm on the radio, guys! I'm on the radio! But first, she left the house on Friday night and the baddest girl of reality TV has been taking time to reflect on her former faker celebrity pals. It's time for this.
You may know me as the bad girl of reality TV, but my time in the Celebrity Big Brother house has made me a reformed character. I spent 9 days devoid of ass. If that ain't chastity, I don't know what is, honey. I may have labeled my former housemates as fakers, but now I am out and making every effort to practice a life of perfection. I only have good things to say about them. Ben, the object of affection, belongs to another, but like anyone in the thrones of unrequited love, he must refrain from making his feelings known.
I love you. I love you.
Dan, he's so strong, so masterful. He brings so much stability to the house. Hadib, oh, he's an absolute gas. Living with someone prone to flatulence can be testing, but like the Lord probably said, better out than in, honey.
How do you farted?
No.
As for the snoring, let he who has never snored cast the first stone. Jermaine, this man took a vow, and I applaud him. For the face of ample flesh, he has resisted temptation. Nick, like myself, this man has experienced a powerful rehabilitation. He's got a great energy, always commits 100%. Ryan, oh my, he has the most infectious laugh. So joyful. Gabby, like me, this woman puts the sisterhood first.
I think you're all arseholes.
Kirstie, huge star, tiny ego. She's not made a single demand. This woman is an example to us all. you'd never know she was Hollywood royalty.
I would love to have had an affair with Patrick Swayze, but we were both married.
Roxanne, you know what I love about her? She's completely unaware of the cameras, yet she's such a natural performer.
Oh, say, can you see?
So much talent. Sally, she's so humble, so chaste, so pure.
We broke our friend's shower once. 50 Shades of Sally.
I'm Natalie Nunn. I'm kicking the habit. Have a blessed evening.
See, some people do change. But now it's time to settle down, get comfortable as we get turned on and tuned in to the late night sounds of...
Radio Rylan with Rylan Clark Neal.
Hi, good evening, all you lucky listeners out there. If you're just tuning in, we're drifting into the evening on Radio Rylan. We've got some classic tunes from now until the early hours with non-stop music from Ben Jardine and guest psychic readings from Sally and me, Radio's Rylan. So settle in, because we're coming in your ears from the PM to the AM. We're going to be hearing all the late night owls out there. Now, thanks, yeah. Now we've got some callers who want to get a few things off their chest. First up, we've got a close friend of Hardy who's here to represent him. It's John. Hi, John. Hi.
Hi, Rylan. How are you?
I'm really good. Thanks so much for calling in. Why do you think Hardy should be at the top of the list and stay this week?
Well, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, Ryan. He's a genuine bloke. What you're seeing is how Hardeep is, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a mate of his. He is how you see him on the screen. Is exactly in the house. Is exactly how he is.
Yeah. But John, just how intelligent is he?
He is. Do you know what? Yeah, he is intelligent, and I'm not going to just say it just because he's a mate of mine, but he is intelligent. But do you know what, Rylan? To stick up for him, he is intelligent, but he doesn't put you down. I mean, I'm just a lonely chef mate of his.
Yeah.
And you know what? We could chat away about food and whatever it is, and he doesn't judge you at all. He's a great bloke.
Listen, John, it was so great to talk to you. Next up, we've got Sky, Jermaine's close friend and agent, who's got strong feelings that he should stay in the house. Hi, Sky, hi.
Yes, hi.
Hi, Sky, hi.
Yes.
Sky, Jermaine's had a bit of an eventful week. Do you think the public going to get behind him?
Well, I mean, we've got to keep him in. I mean, he's just quality entertainment.
Oh, he's been giving the entertainment, Sky.
I can see him turning his attention to Nick and leaving Nick some notes inside his boxer shorts, and then Nick going missing, this time without people's money and never coming back.
Well, what do you know what, Sky? Tell me, I've just hit myself with the mic. What does Jermaine have to offer the house now, do you think?
No, listen, he's being real. I mean, what we're seeing is someone not putting on any act and not playing no game. There's plenty more jokes to come from him, and he's bonding he's doing with Dan and Ben. Who knows? They might even start a kibbutz stage 3.
You never know, Sky. Sky, it's been great chatting to you. Bye, Sky. Bye, Sky. Bye. The calls just keep flooding in. Thanks so much for getting in touch. Now we've got Dan's mum, Tony, on the phone. Hi, Tony.
Hi, Rylan. You okay?
I'm really good. Thanks so much for calling. How well do you think your son's doing in the house right now?
I think he's doing really good. We're all so proud of him.
You're really proud?
Doing really, really well.
Really proud?
Very proud.
I love the proudness of you. Dan's been the voice of reason in the house. How proud are you really of the way Dan's handling the other housemates?
I think Dan's handling it very, very well. He's coming across as himself. He's a kind, caring, loving family man, and what you see is what you get, not what the media make him out to be. I'm proud of him.
Do you think he's doing a good job in there?
Very, very good, yeah.
Tony.
Everybody, all his friends and family are so proud.
I love the proudness. Tony, thanks so much for calling. It's been great. Finally, bye, Tone. Bye, darling. We've got Ben's mum, Jackie, on the line. Hi, Jax.
Hello, Rylan.
Hi, how are you this evening?
I'm fine, thank you.
That's great.
Lovely to speak to you.
Han, the pleasure is all mine. Do you think he's found his soulmate in Roxanne?
No.
Oh, you don't? Why is that?
I feel Ben is just in the house, being himself
Yeah.
and loves to get to know everybody
Yeah.
and have a lovely chat with everyone.
Do you think he's having a bit more of a chat with Roxanne?
No, I think Ben's just being Ben.
Ben's just being Ben. I like that. That's how we should all live. He's got a serious amount of energy in the house. Is he like that on the outside?
What you see is what you get with Ben. He has a lovely energy about him.
Yeah.
He is giving a lot to the house.
Yeah.
I feel the housemates all like him,
Yeah.
and he's just being Ben.
Jax, are you proud?
Yes, I am proud of him
Good.
for being himself.
Good. Well, I love the proudness on this show. Jax, take care, Jax, yeah?
Thank you, Ryland.
Bye, Jackie. Bye. Listen, thanks so much for all your calls tonight. It's been a pleasure speaking to you all. That's all from Radio Ryland. Take care, and remember, the listener always comes first.
Radio Ryland with Ryland Clark Neal.
I can't stop doing the voice. It's just stuff. Now, in what some are calling the most important voting decision this country has ever faced since Brexit, apparently that's still not sorted yet, it is you, the people, who have all the power, so don't mess this one up. Who goes tomorrow? They decide! They decide. Here's all the info you need. This week, you have the power to take part in the People's Nomination. Head to the Big Brother website or download the Big Brother app from the App Store or Play Store to vote for your favourite housemate. The 2 housemates with the fewest votes will be announced on Friday's eviction show, when their fellow housemates will choose who to evict live. Who goes? They decide. For full terms and conditions, go to the Big Brother website. Celebrity Big Brother's bit on the side. It's time now for an exclusive, and it appears that Hardeep has hung up his chef's hat and someone else has taken over the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry for the noise.
I'm only joking. You know. What's wrong? What's happened? Oh, she's been noisy. She messed it up. She's messed it up.
Right.
What? I'm going
That
to
needs
the
to
toilet.
cook.
Got the kids off.
A bit longer. This needs to simmer for a while.
Look at you. You're something special, ain't you, girl? I love coming home, you cooking me a spag bob, girl. Do you know what? Breaks my heart.
Of course it does.
Whoa, Dapper, has Ben moved on?
Oh, I don't know. But I'll tell you what, in there, things move quite quick. I want to say, first of all, back in the day, when Jermaine was saying, oh, my God, it's just banter notes.
Yeah. Oh, do you
banter
think that's
notes.
what it
I
is?
love that because I thought, you know, that millions of men now in England...
I banned that word on this show now, just to let you know.
Because men are going to be like, banter notes. It was banter notes. It was just banter
Girls are going to be
drinks.
waking up all over the country with letters in their compact mirrors.
But that's what they're going to be saying. They're going to be saying to their girlfriends, banter notes, banter notes. Oh, it's just banter drinks. Oh, it's just a banter
Stop
flow.
saying banter!
No, I'm just saying.
Barry, what are we making of Ben? Do you think he might be moving on from
He
Roxy?
loves it.
Oh, he's a bit of a daft lad, isn't he? You know, he seems to be one of these ones that's always falling in love with people left, right and centre. And I can totally understand why he'd have a crush on both girls, but I don't know how
He's trying his luck.
sincere it is. I don't think I'd want that kind of love.
No,
You know,
James.
If he's
He's
love
just
a bad
thirsty
name.
as fuck, isn't he? He's so thirsty. He's just
Naughty.
He'll go wherever it's at. You know what I mean? Do you know?
Nick, do you think he will now maybe move some advances over to
Do
Gabby's
you know
way?
what? I might talk if you bring me wine. No, I'm just joking. Do you
She's
know
not
what?
joking. She really is. It's the truth.
Bring me wine, for fuck's sake. No, do you know what I think? I think he did... what was that show he did, Married at First Sight? He clearly is an addict of love. That's what I think. And I think that that's what he seeks.
Yeah, but who isn't?
Babe, just because you met me tonight, chill out!
Do we think that Ben could potentially... Roxanne's been quite clear with it now. I think we've had the chat. He's definitely been friend zoned. Do we think Ben will move? Do you think he
I
will?
think he'll move on. He already has with Gabby, so he's just going to try it on, but Gabby won't go there.
Don't think anyone think Gabby might?
Yeah.
No.
Look, Ben's marriage lasts a week. This guy moves fast, so
Yeah.
you know, let's see what happens. But
It's all about the numbers.
I hope he does move on from Roxanne because she is mental.
You're not a fan. You're not a fan of Roxanne. I know Nicola's going to be keeping her one eye on Ben for us, so don't worry. Tomorrow night, though, we are going to be saying cheerio, dear, to another celebrity. But with all this power of this week's People's nomination in your hands, the fate of 2 is entirely up to you. But who do our panel and audience think will be bottom of the poll? We have got 50 seconds on the clock to talk about each housemate. When the time's up, we'll hear this noise. Oh, lovely. And we'll move on. So let's start the clock with Ben. Dapper, Ben.
Yeah, geezer. He's all right. He's trying his luck. I want to see him stay in there and see who he ends up banging.
You want to see him stay, Paris?
Ben, keep him in for entertainment value.
You're a fan of him in there at the moment?
He's daft, but yeah, he's good TV.
You like it, James?
I think his mum was interesting just then when she was like, he's being himself. She was quite guarded, actually. I don't think she's very impressed with his behaviour.
Wait a minute.
Oh, don't bring Jackie into the fold!
I think Jackie
Not
had
lovely
it.
Jackie.
He's not owning his truth in there.
You don't think he is?
No, I think he should say what he's
Do you want him
going
to
through.
stay or do you want him to go?
I want him to stay.
You want him to
Hang on a
stay?
minute, hasn't he got a wife and a kid on the outside?
Oh, but they all have. It's all going on this series.
I didn't know that.
I feel like Ben is being
No, I didn't.
really... he's trying to live up to the personality of the fact of the show that he's come from, which is finding love, and he has got a wife or a girlfriend.
Oh, we can't talk about Ben no more. Let's move on to Gabby. Start the clock. Nick, Gabby.
I really like her. I really do, and I feel like it's really sad for her that she's come in here on the back of the fact, has she banged Dan or has she, or hasn't she? I have met Jacqueline and Dan, and I really hope that that's not true. But if she hasn't, which I'm hoping she hasn't, I feel like she's having a rough ride. She's a fucking good girl. She's done nothing wrong. She's been sweet. She's been great. She looks great. Her body's amazing, but she hasn't done it. She hasn't got drunk in the hot tub like me, has she? She's done a really... I think she's been
Do you
great.
think she's good? So you obviously like her in the house.
I
Is there
do
anyone
like
that
her.
doesn't really get Gabby at the moment? Anyone? Use her a bit?
Yeah, I think at the moment she's not very confident on camera. She seems like very
But
like.
she's trying to
holding herself in a bit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think she's a bit like insecure.
Oh, that bloody horse! Right, let's move on to him. Let's talk about Dan. Dapper, Dan.
I really like Dan. I think that the pure fact that I cried when he cried about his daughter. I've got another daughter on the way, by the way.
Well done, both. We'll cheer you later on.
I love him. I love him.
You
I
like
love
him, Paris?
Oh, I don't know about these boys misbehaving themselves. Hasn't he got a wife as well? And he's
Yeah, but he's a good boy. He's
No, but
nice.
he's offering her a massage when he knows that they're linked in the tabloids, and he's saying, "Come and get in the hot tub and everything." But
It's for old
do you think
time's
that's
sake.
him trying to break the ice a bit because he knows she feels uncomfortable, or do you think there's something
I think
in
he
it?
just wants to get his hands on her.
Oh, Paris! James,
dare
Dan.
you.
I wish I was in there so he could dominate me. I mean, nominate me.
What is
sorry.
tonight's show? What is
So
tonight's show? It's your birthday. I'll let you get away with
He's
it.
such a slag.
I like him. I think he's confident.
The horse has spoken. Next up is... Hi, I'm Kirstie Alley. Start the clock. Kirstie Alley. Who wants to speak about Kirstie? Anyone? You're all clapping. Anyone understanding me?
I love Kirstie Alley. I think she's really funny.
You like Kirstie Alley?
She's like, to be fair, I think she's one of the biggest legends we've had in there, and I do like her. She's not doing anything to annoy anyone. She's just being her.
Kirstie's getting a lot of love across the board. Is there anyone that's not a fan of Kirstie or thinks she'd... Oh, go on, put your hand up there with your red jeans.
I find her boring. Like she does nothing for the house. Like,
Someone hit him.
Don't you? Yeah, we don't do that.
And then while we're talking, I think I'm just Team Jermaine all way as well. So that's
You're
just
Team
me.
Jermaine?
Yeah, like.
Well, we're gonna... Do you know what? We're going to be speaking about Jermaine in a bit. We'll come back to that. Kirstie.
The only thing I'll say about Kirstie, the only thing I'll say...
You had your time. Next up, let's talk about Hardeep. Start the clock. James, let me come to you, Hardeep.
Creep. Let's call him that. Not honest. I really think that's what he should be called. The way he's like, oh, let's stay in touch on the outside. He's always wanting hugs. He's like a hug monster.
So you're not a fan of
And
his
he's got his
Paris?
top off.
I would need him to put his top on if he wanted to give me a hug. There's a lot of nudity in the house, isn't it? I'm quite prudish. Look, I'm covered. I'm all buttoned up.
And then we've got Nicola on the end of the panel. Get her out. So you guys aren't a fan of him. Who is a fan of Hardeep? Oh, go on.
He came to
I like to be impartial on this show.
He came to my workplace once, and he was really lovely, and I think he's cool. So.
Where'd you work?
I used to work at Mo's Bar.
Oh, in a bar?
Yeah,
Was he
he
lovely?
came to have a book launch there, and he was amazing. He's really funny.
So the halls have spoken again. Let's talk about Roxanne. Start the clock. Paris, I'm going to start with you.
Listen, she's an entertainer. She's very theatrical. I love her to bits. She's a lot of fun in real life. And at the end of the day, would you rather have someone boring on the show or somebody you know, creates a storm?
Fair dues. Nick?
That is who she is.
Keep it clean.
Yeah. I'll try. I absolutely agree. We want an entertainer. We do not want someone kicked out of the show for no reason. Yeah. She has absolutely fucked herself tonight. I'm disappointed. I do know her on the outside, and I'll tell her straight. It's a liberty what she's done tonight.
It's a liberty. Right, so we've had, obviously, two conflicting opinions. Let's take away the fact of what's happened in tonight's show. Roxanne, is anyone a fan of Roxanne? It was before the horse has spoken. Next up, it's Jermaine. Start the clock. You're a fan of Jermaine. I'm going to come to you.
Mate, he's real. He's 100% real. He's so genuine. And, like, he's done everything. He's just
Let the man speak.
Like, for me, he's just genuine. I think he should win. That's just my vote for him, and that's it. I'm calling. 100%.
So you like Jermaine, you want him to stay?
Yeah, and that's it. Like I said, it's all banner. Life goes on. Crack on.
Right, it's all banner. He said the banner word again.
No.
There it goes. You like Jermaine, Nick?
Let me say something just about Jermaine, right? Everyone's saying, oh my God, it's so out of order that he's cracking on with another bird when he's got a wife. You don't know what his relationship is about.
True, we don't, but I wish we did. I wish we did.
Hey, but listen, we know.
You think we do?
I think we do. I've met Jermaine. He's a nice guy, and if his wife...
Also spoken. Why can't we have longer? Let's move on to Sally. She's psychic. Start the clock. James, let me come to you.
She's amazing. Oh, my God. She's
Fan
the
of
queen
Sally.
of the house. She's the only one saying it how it is. I just wish she would say it to their face rather than just to Big Brother. But I honestly think she's incredible.
Paris, Sally.
You know when you're out raving and there's just like someone just doing a little two-step shuffle and they're not watching everyone else around them. I feel like Sally's just kind of working her own little groove.
Hey, and you know,
I respect
you
that.
like her?
Yeah.
Hey, and you know, loads of geezers round the nation popped the old boy out, pulled the thing out. My missus was like, "What's that?" Couldn't see it.
But you are all fans of Sally on the panel?
Yeah, Sally.
Sally actually got my grandmother to speak to me from an outside world. And
Hey,
it was,
well, there you go, because she's got a gift. Anyone who
she's got
don't
a
like
gift.
Sally.
I think she's just boring and fake.
You think she's boring? That bloody horse. Right, Nick Leeson's up next. Start the clock. Nick, what are we making of Nick? You liking him?
Yeah, he's lovely. He's keeping to himself. He's just doing his thing. And yeah, I'm here for him. I love him.
So you're a fan of him. He's
Yeah.
keeping to himself. Are we happy about this? I'm just going to you, Stina.
He's not part of the show, though, is he? He's not entertaining. He's crying about his, you know, his son's birthday, and yeah. Sorry,
He's
I'm
a
forgetting what I'm
wise
saying.
owl. He is a wise owl. Anyone else for Nick?
I feel like Nick is just boring.
You feel like he's not bringing enough?
Any
of you guys?
I think he's got a wicked swimming cap. He's going to get a brand deal.
Paris, are you a fan of him?
He's fucking dry. He's an album track. I'd skip him.
Oh, you're not a fan of him, Nicola?
No, he's dry.
I feel like he's one of those people that comes on for his fee and that fucking...
Oh, that horse is coming! And last but by no means least, Ryan. Start the clock. James, Ryan.
I am bored by Ryan. I don't feel like he's giving a set. Oh, no, don't come for me.
So you don't think he's given enough?
Not really, no. He's laughing a lot. There's no actual Ryan there.
Paris, what are you making of Ryan?
I think he's a really nice lad. I think he could potentially win it.
All predictions. So we've got a like and a dislike. What are you making of Ryan?
Basically, I think Ryan's alright because I've watched Corey before and I think he's a really nice guy. Yeah.
Says a lot for this audience, doesn't it? Anyone else about Ryan?
Honestly, I didn't like Ryan before today, and I still don't like Ryan. I just think he's boring.
You're
He's
not
so
boring.
boring.
You're not a fan of
Honestly,
him?
he is.
Anyone like him? That horse has come back. Right, very quickly, down the panel. Who do we want to see out of the Big Brother house tomorrow night?
I don't know.
Paris.
Just Nick, yeah.
James.
I have a secret note about Jermaine that I've written.
Yeah.
Jermaine should go.
Jermaine should go.
Jermaine, yeah.
Fucking Roxanne.
Roxanne. Who do we want out tomorrow night? Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Well, this is a bit of a change. We're out of time. That is your lot for tonight. I must say thank you to my fragrant panel tonight. and our brilliant audience. I'm going to be back tomorrow at 10:45 with the next celebrity that leaves the Big Brother house. Emmerdale actor Ash Parmiscano and Love Islander Olivia Buckland are here. Plus, Luke Kempner is back for another bite on the side. And Emma's going to be here too. Until then, night.